Now sharing an update on the secondary watch market as we end 2022, including Rolex prices and a couple of other topics. Last year, a few specific watches went from rather expensive, even for a luxury item, to these prices simply cannot be real. Unsurprisingly, Rolex remains the market leader among Swiss watch brands, with a 29% market share and an estimated turnover of 8 billion Swiss francs in 2021. Rolex's record revenue means the company not only had its best year in history, but also staged a remarkable comeback after an estimated 20% drop in production in 2020 due to the pandemic shutdown. So how about this year? How is Rolex doing? How are the other major brands doing? Are any brands still increasing in value? For this, I'd like to remind everyone that all of the data that we publish, I invite all of you to dig into the data yourself and see for yourself the actual state of the watch market online. Welcome to Lux Live, and when it comes to luxury and lifestyle, we've got you covered. And for this video, we are going to talk about Rolex prices that have hit an 18-month low. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and be the first to check out our latest videos. Now, let's start. The main topic today is about the Rolex Market Index, which has reached an 18-month low, which is something related to what we briefly discussed earlier about the Rolex know-hows now being available from certain sellers for less than the retail price. And because this is a more in-depth video on the topic, I'll just sort of briefly explain first how the Rolex Market Index was derived. So this index is made up of 30 Rolex models, and they are the 30 models with the highest annual trading transaction value on the secondary market. Additionally, the weighting of each model is determined by the transaction value. Looking at the current state of the Rolex Market Index, it is now at a level last seen around June 2021, or a year and a half ago. 18 months ago, for the past 1 year, the index is now down 7.7% by our estimation, and the average annual growth rate, or AAGR there, simply means that if we performed a regression on all of the data points within that time span and projected or adjusted that down to 1 year, either up or down to 1 year, roughly the rate of growth that you would get on an annualized basis. And so we're seeing that over the past 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, it appears that there has been some flattening in the last 2 weeks. But I don't want to make too much of it, but I don't think there's enough there yet. It's really only been like 10 or maybe 15 days or so. So we'll have to keep an eye on the market situation as it develops. Of course, the market index is still up a lot in the last 3 and 5 years, 44 and 86% respectively for those two time frames. So things aren't quite back to pre-COVID levels. I'm not sure we're going to make it this year. Now, I know the topic gets more and more interesting from here, but I want to know, what can you say with the watch market index? Let me know in the comment section below so that we can talk about it. If you're still wondering why the Rolex Market Index dropped, I'll tell you about the performance of the various Rolex collections over the last 6 months. The index value is the average price in US dollars of the 30 watches in each collection. The most hyped Rolex models have sold the most in the past 6 months. The Daytona and Oyster Perpetual, which is hyped for its facile dials, GMT Masters, Submariners, and Sky Dwellers are down 17.1% across 30 models. Dress watches, Datejusts, Pearl Masters, Cellinis, and vintage Rolex dates are less likely to be dropped. Yes, this isn't surprising, but I think it's interesting to show this type of breakdown. And we also have Watch Chart's overall market index, which covers 10 brands instead of just Rolex. And these 10 brands are chosen based on their annual transaction value on the secondary market and have a median sale price of over 1,000 US dollars. Pre-owned prices are down 21% from their peak trading point in April, but only 8% from Q2 2022. The most affordable watches were frequently those that appreciated the most in recent years. The report uses the Rolex Daytona 116500LN as an example. This reference sold for $47,400 at its peak. It was $32,600 in the third quarter of 2022. Although this is a significant price reduction, it is still more than double the retail price. Don't bother trying to buy one at a dealership. These Daytonas are extremely rare. Aside from the Daytona, GMT Master 2 and Submariner, and we see that Air Kings, Explorers 1 and 2, Yachtmasters, and other Rolex models are becoming more affordable. Of course, this is relative. It also heavily depends on the authorized dealer you must work with and how they handle wait lists and customers requesting watches. Hopefully, Rolex is expanding production by opening a new facility in Bienne, Switzerland. If you want a Rolex today, you must either be lucky when entering a boutique or pay more than retail. That is ultimately up to you. We don't see the prices in the pre-owned and gray markets falling below retail in the near future. The days of getting a 20% discount on a Rolex sports model at an authorized dealer are long gone. Luxury goods like the stock market can correct and often reflect the market on a smaller scale. Thus, the current correction reflects stock market activity. Fear of a recession, war, and rising food and fuel prices can affect the stock market and watch market. Investors fear market declines. They hesitate to buy and often wait. This lowers demand, which lowers product prices. Consider Rolex's long history and how prices have risen. The Rolex Daytona also outperformed the S&P 500 last year. Not all watches depreciated in 2022. Popular models were hardest hit. This is a correction after a sharp rise in the previous months. By June 2022, the Submariner, one of the most stable watch investments, had fallen minus 2.5%, while the GMT Master had fallen minus 3.1%. The ever-popular Daytona fell minus 1.2%, while the Explorer fell minus 1.8%. The Oyster Perpetual fell by less than 1%. When you look at the big picture, these are very small numbers. Prices for other coveted Rolex Seal models have also fallen in the last month. Notably, the colorful dialed Oyster Perpetuals, which were introduced in September 2020 at a retail price of $5,600, saw values peak around $17,500 in April, before settling around $14,000 in June this year. What does all of this mean for you? If you're just a watch collector or enthusiast, it shouldn't make much of a difference. If the report reveals anything, it is that the used market remains very strong. We're still looking at much higher trading prices, especially when compared to the years before the pandemic. For speculators, particularly those who paid top dollar last year, the going may be tougher, especially if they gambled with money that wasn't theirs to begin with. And there are still plenty of examples of pieces that command top prices. Analysts familiar with the luxury watch market state unequivocally that the big story is not the current price volatility, but the market's ongoing polarization, in which a handful of powerful brands continue to grow stronger, often at the expense of everyone else. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, click subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive updates in our latest videos. Also, feel free to leave us a comment. If you want to watch more videos, head on over to our channel to see more from Lex Live. See you!